Day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. LaMelo Ball is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Mobley. And it's man in at the point. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Now here's Ayton. Six to shoot. Out to the right wing. Ball from long range. They get the rebound. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You take a look at Los Angeles. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Well, right now for the Suns, they were projected to be one of, if not the best team in our league, and thus far, they have not disappointed.
George with the bucket.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Paul with the 3, buries it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Leonard, no luck. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Durant for 3. That shot off, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And here's George, following the 3 from Chris Paul. Zubac with the screen for George. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Yes, that goes in.
Oh, nimble inside play there from Ball, finding ways to work around the defense and score.
Ball against George. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
KD with the bucket.
You better start picking him up at half court. KD is that kind of shooter.
Here's man, defended by Paul. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Ayton, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Now a look at the stats for LaMelo Ball.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. The pass to Powell. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 5. Ball from long range. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he makes the first. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And Gordon drops them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul's got 8 points. And now another look at that great drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Paul with the steal. Driving inside. And finished off by Paul.
The ball handling of Chris Paul is unbelievable to watch.
For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Rockets in Houston.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
Ball no good.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Clippers moving the ball around. And Morris throws it down.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 13.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Highland passes to Mobley, shoots over Dermanenko. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 9 points. Shot from 12. Dermanenko with the rebound.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And Ball puts up a deep 3. And so it's the Phoenix Suns ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. We're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. They've got Jones. Durant is out there with Warren. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Williams at the 5. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest. And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Phoenix leading by 9. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I'll tell you what, Durant takes a lot of contact inside. Defenders try to muscle him, but it doesn't matter.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
Andre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. Okogie comes in for Kevin Durant.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now here's Leonard. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Minnesota.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
Here's Ayton. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Zubac, that ball, nice feed that time from Leonard. Zubac has got his second bucket tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Ayton wide open, knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Norman Powell's checked in for Los Angeles. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
And you look at Ball, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number 1, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
And it's Ayton missing. Clippers trail by 16. Leonard inside, working on Jones. And Leonard gets it to go.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
To check out some stats for Ball. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 8th in assists, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. To the middle, here's Mobley. It's hauled in by the Suns. They led by as many as 18 points.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
In the corner, Powell with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 17-point game. Followed.
Clearly knocked that one down with ease from that distance.
Yeah. That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Now here's Powell. 17 points in his last outing. Highland passes to Morris. There's Gordon with the 3. That shot off the mark. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Favors in the post. Mobley's there. And they double up Paul. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Gordon. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good for Morris. Good on both. Suns leading by 18.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
For 3. Highland misses. Ball feeling it out a bit. For the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Phoenix. Offensively, this has been his best game of the season. This is the most points he's scored all year. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we playing together, everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
KD, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, folks. Well, it's been a virtuoso performance by Chris Paul in the first half.
He's on the floor to do one thing right now, make threes, and man, he's done it tonight. That's why he's so vital to this team, provides spacing. How many threes you're going to hit in the second half? Stay tuned, we shall see.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Social media posts. We got one here from Jerst to Curse. This one's for Kenny. He asked, would you rather fight one Shaq-sized duck or 100 duck-sized Shaqs?
Wait, that's tough. A Shaq-sized duck is essentially a dinosaur. But 100 Shaqs is terrifying no matter what. So that's tough.
Listen, Duck Shack is still going to destroy you, Kenny. You know what they say, birds of a feather.
You're gonna finish that thought, big fella?
All right.
Thanks to this Jerst guy for wasting everyone's time. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Evan Mobley is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's man in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Here's Ayton. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
George against Ball. Pass to Mobley. Shoots over Warren. Mobley misses.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Zubac against Ayton. Makes it off the glass. Ayton's got 7.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Outside Leonard. Kicks it to Mobley. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And the Clippers have possession following DeAndre Ayton's 3. And the dunk by Zubac.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. George against Ball. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Beasley's checked in for Zubac. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for the Suns. Derek Jones comes in for Chris Paul. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Durant and the Suns tack on 2 more. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Marcus Morris, Sr., Norman Powell, Bones Highland.
Here's KD. They lead by 24, their biggest margin.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Now, we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
First free throw is good. And nowadays, it seems like players have more opportunities than ever before. But, Steve, does that add to the challenge of balancing on the court versus off the floor?
It does for some individuals, but I love the opportunities that they're getting, and I love they're taking advantage of it. Most of the guys can juggle and balance both.
The Suns have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Good on the triple. KD's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And there's the drive. Highland's shot is good. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Outside Warren. Williams dishes the ball. And stolen by Mobley. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. Over Jones. The shot by Powell, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Durant, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 24 points for KD. Clippers have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Highland passes to Powell. And it's sent back by KD.
Good aggression from KD on D, hustling to get a hand on the shot.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And the Clippers making a change here. Gordon's checked in. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Los Angeles with another miss. Phoenix has gotten all 4 of their three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. And then Durant with the dunk.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Powell with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Morris right side. Shoots from the baseline and against the jumper to drop.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Durant for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And so it's Phoenix with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Suns shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Dunn, who's out there with Durant, and it's Favors in at the center, locking down the middle. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now, and the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Here's Gordon, and he makes that one.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Here's Okogie, defended by Gordon. They get it back. Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
Here's Mann. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing 2 bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection? They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Beasley's checked in for the Clippers. And the Suns making a change here as well. Lee's checked in.
Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But with KD on this team, they are right in the thick of it as far as contending. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Boston the pass to Gordon. Beasley for 3. Here's Batum. Gordon with no one around. Misses the 3.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Okogie the pass to KD. And he uses the glass on the layup. KD's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Beasley the pass to Batum. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Shoots over Batum. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Favors. And that's 36 points for KD.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
With the step back. Gordon kicks to Beasley. And the 3 ball is good.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
The Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Pass to Okogie. Lee outside. Here's Okogie. Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Boston. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The deep 3 from Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You just marvel at Durant's fluidity for his size. Stopping and popping, he's one of a kind.
Beasley with the screen on Lee. Poke loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. And Phoenix making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Kenrich Williams.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Boston, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Okogie misses. Clippers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Phoenix.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for KD.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
Free throw drops for Leonard. Some things change here in the league, but a little trash talk still seems, Steve, like a key component to the game. I'm having a hard time remembering. Did you partake in that?
I did, Kevin, but I didn't call it trash talk. We just talked, and you tried to get into your opponent's head. And also, for me, I played better when I was talking.
Now here's Paul. Deep 2 from Ball. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Shot from the inbound. Favors with the rebound. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Paul looking over the floor. From deep. Misses there. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. KD, a statement win. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together. And this was all that I expected, man. I'm glad that, we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
We're looking forward to seeing you out there again, man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now, let's check out our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.